shit. Hi, this is Wiz, welcome to my channel and welcome to the future of Audi, as today we're test driving the brand new Audi e-tron SUV. Please apologize for the wind, but at least we got the sun. This is Audi's first take on fully electrical vehicle, the Audi e-tron SUV. It has a rather conventional design, but as many Audis nowadays, it looks way better in real than in picture. The design is quite modern and aggressive. In the front we have the typical Audi grille. I guess that Audi doesn't want to be too disruptive with their loyal customers. The difference here being that most of the grille is closed, you just have a very small portion that is open. The rather familiar headlight design with matrix LED in this configuration. The air intake are open for more aerodynamic efficiency. Moving on the side of the Audi e-tron SUV, you can notice that this model doesn't have the optional rear view camera, but instead the conventional rear view mirrors. You can notice the camera for the 360 view. I really like the way the side is sculpted on the bottom part. "95 kWh battery, range of 375 kilometers. That of course depends the way you drive the car. 360 horsepower or 408 horsepower in the sport mode. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is in 6.6 seconds or 5.7 seconds in sport mode. I like the finishing on this specific model with the white paint and the lower part of the body being grey. It gives really an SUV look, off-road look. Looking at the options, you can choose to have all these parts painted the same color as the bodywork. Optionals 21 inches wheels. Tires are 265 45 21. Here is where you can charge the Audi e-tron. You got a combo Type 2 and CCS plug. I like how the trap is motorized. The interesting thing about the e-tron SUV is that you can also have a charge on the other side, but this is optional and this specific model doesn't have. Optional panoramic sunroof. The rear end of the vehicle has the new Audi design with the light strip that goes all the way from one side to another. Of course, no exhaust in the e-tron SUV. The boot or trunk is quite roomy with 600 liters. And you got some extra space underneath. The front trunk or frunk looks quite busy. You still got some storage here that can go up to 60 liters. You can see here the charging cables. Type 2 plug. There's a lot of stuff here. Got the typical driving assistance, camera, radar, sensors, soft close option. That's very cool. The adaptive air suspensions are stock on the e-tron SUV. What are my impressions about the exterior of this Audi e-tron SUV? As usual with modern Audis, they look much better in real than in picture. I remember when I first saw pictures of the Audi e-tron SUV, I was like, meh, but having it here in real in front of me, I have to admit that it looks really, really good. It's rather conventional, but I guess that Audi did this to avoid being disruptive to their loyal customers. But still, in typical Audi fashion, this car looks very premium and classy while being sporty as well. I'm personally not that much into SUVs, but this is definitely an SUV I would consider buying. If you are into electrical vehicle but you still want the quality and the class of owning an Audi, this is the one for you. Moving on the inside, you get the typical Audi treatment and the typical Audi quality.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
Seats are adjustable electrically multiple ways, same as the steering wheel. Door panel is very well finished with different material. You got plastic, metal, Alcantara, leather. Is very well built. Seats memory, 2 positions on both driver and passenger seat. Bang & Olufsen sound system. You have to pick that option when you buy an Audi. There is a visible bolt on the door panel, which I find very strange coming from Audi, and this is the final customer version of the car. Inside the cabin you are greeted with the famous Audi virtual cockpit. This has been slightly redesigned on the new Audi A6, A7, A8. Then the big 10 inches central display. That's a touch display with all the fingerprints that goes with it. And then further down you have a third screen, which is an 8 inches screen that is used mostly for the AC settings. On the left side you got the lights commands. Here, as usual, you can select the view you want to have on the virtual display. Note that you can accidentally press those buttons when you hold the steering wheel. It happened to me already twice this morning. The gear lever is very funky on the Audi e-tron SUV. Basically, this part here is fixed, doesn't move, doesn't do anything except resting your hand. But you select the reverse mode or drive mode by just moving this bit forward or on the other side. So if you want to go on reverse, you'll go that way. And then when you go on drive, you go that way, and to select the sport mode, you push one more. The parking brake is right here on the side. This portion of the central console is open, there is no cover here, and this part also on the side, on each side, is open. You can have here the cup holders. That can be, I believe, closed like this. And then here on the side, the same as the most recent BMW, you have the wireless charger for your smartphone on the side, meaning that you will have, let me show you, you will have to place your phone this way. I'm just a bit afraid that by doing this several times it can scratch the display, but there is a rubber protection here. But still, I would rather prefer the way I had on my Audi S5, for example, where you just rest your phone this way. Moving on, you can see 2 USB ports, SD card slot and SIM card slot. Some more storage here. Commands on the roof are the same as other Audi, with the SOS call, the lights and the command for the sunroof. As you would expect on a big SUV, I've got plenty of leg room on the rear places. The front seat is adjusted to my position. I'm 172 centimeters and still I got plenty of space. The nice thing about electric cars is you don't have the central tunnel. It is completely flat. Plenty of lights into the cabin of the e-tron SUV, also thanks to the panoramic sunroof. You can command the climate control on the back seats, and the air would come from here and also from the side over here. I really did enjoy spending a couple of hours with this car. If you like Audi, if you're into electrical vehicle, you definitely have to consider the e-tron SUV. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!